Sac State, unique, playing drag queen bingo on Zoom. You and me, playing drag queen bingo.
Hello, everyone. This is Elysse from Sac State Unique.
And this is Noah.
And today we'll be interviewing Miss DoMe, Moore, and Paul from the Sacramento Rainbow Chamber of Commerce. I hope you enjoy. We have Miss DoMe Moore with us. So today we'll be interviewing her and seeing just a little bit insight into the life of the the Sacramento Rainbow Chamber of Commerce, as well as drag queen bingo. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm sure that everyone's excited to learn a little bit more. So we'll just jump right into it. I was curious, I know a couple people are also curious as well, about the first time that you started drag and what was the inspiration behind Miss DoMe Moore?
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago. Actually, it started back about, I think, 1994. I'm still with part of the Imperial Court here in Sacramento, and it was a contest, and the contest was called Closet Ball, and it's where you go in your original gender, and then you have a sponsor, and then you're made over into the opposite sex, and you're judged on before and after and all that good stuff. And when I did that contest, DoMe was not even in the play. The name that they came up with was Lucille. And luckily I didn't win. But years later, I decided, hey, what the hell? You know, I'd done all my titles and stuff like that as a boy. Let's try something different. And I happened to have been to Faces one night, and it was stripper night back in the day. And I know, I was like, whoop. And I was hiding behind one of my girlfriends, and I kept, saying, hey, do me. And my friend goes, that's your drag name. And I'm like, what? I don't need a drag name. I'm not going to do drag. And so do me was the first part, and then her last name was Moore. So she, and all of a sudden that just clicked. That's what we were going to do. And then when I started creating my own identity, which wasn't pretty back in the day, I would go out, I just have fun, and then I slowly got recognized as being DoMe Moore.
Oh my gosh, a star was born. We love to see it. I love how you're able to incorporate your friend's name into it too. I thought it was just straight up double entendre, but I guess, it's really nice to include your friends as well. So that's such an awesome story. So glad to hear about that. And kind of piggybacking off of that, seeing that you did those events back in the 90s and obviously up until now, we were curious about how you continue to spread those messages of love and acceptance from back then and even up until the present through the Sacramento area and beyond.
Well, just by being out there, interacting with people, if it's online or in person, it just, it's just getting out there, showing the community that we're all together as one. It doesn't matter what your sexual preference is or anything like that. I like to be out there, interact with people, and just let everybody know we're all, nobody's different. We're all the same. We are loved. And, I don't judge people on anything, and I don't expect them to judge me. And so it's just, I go out to have a good time and just to embrace people on, let them know, hey, don't matter what your choice is, we're all here together and we're here to love one another.
I love that so much. And I think it's so important to have, community members like you very locally, because I think that there's so many people who could use that figure if they don't have it surrounding them in their own friend groups or in their family. So it's really nice that we have you, for example, going out and showing people that love and acceptance, no matter where you are, and even in this small community of Sacramento, that there are people to, listen and spread the love. And I really think that's great. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
we did see that you were a catering major on your bio on the Sacramento Rainbow Chamber of Commerce website, and we're a little bit curious. Is there any DoMe More cooking show coming up? Can Sac State UNiQUE help with such a thing?
That would be fun to do. Yeah, my background is food service and it's catering. I just love to go out, have little parties and little decorate things up. And I've been doing that since 1986. And I don't do it as much as I used to. I just love to cook. I love to have little parties and stuff like that. And I would love to have a little cooking show. You know, give Paula Deen a little run for her money.
Yes.
Yeah, I do have, you know, I have family recipes and stuff like that. And so if I have a dinner party, I'm sharing stuff like that. You know, I'm always going through a cookbook or finding a recipe online, and I'll be like, hey, let's check that out and see if we can make that. I am working on a cookbook with the international court system that I'm working with here in Sacramento. And we're making a fundraiser. So we're actually trying to create the cookbook right now. And so that right now we need a lot of recipes before it'll get published and stuff like that. But we are working on that to get some recipes out there and help raise money for charity and all that good stuff. So you never know. There might be a video out there. I'm all down for it, you know. And so you never know.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm super excited for that cookbook for sure, and I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for a video. I mean, we're always having cooking demos at UNiQUE, so in case you're interested, maybe I'll hit you up after this and we can see if we can set something up. Cross my fingers to get that going. So your Drag Queen Bingo show is coming up for Sac State. We're wondering, what's the thing you're most looking forward to once things go back to in-person and we're back to normal?
I can't wait till we do that. My favorite thing, I love to hug. I love to embrace people. And it's just, I just love to be around people. I'm a people person. And it's just, you know, as I said, I like to go out and have fun. And when I'm with everybody, I just kind of, I don't know, you get that good vibe off of people. And, you know, I just can't wait to get amongst everybody where I can hug people. Tell everybody you love them in person. You know, online, yeah, you can tell them you love them, but it's more in person, you know, just to have that closeness.
I agree. I feel like feeding off the energy is so much easier in person. So again, as a fellow theater nerd, I know exactly how that feels. So yeah, I know for sure I will be there the second everything opens back up, because I had no idea personally that Drag Queen Bingo was a thing. So you bet. This is the second thing that I'm normal. I will be there, lined up, ready for the hug, ready to go.
Yep.
No, we are wrapping up, and we did really want to make sure that everyone knows where to find you, social media. Where can we find you as far as internet things go? How do we get in contact with you and continue to support you as a performer?
Yes, I'm all over the place. My social media, Instagram, as you can find me under my boy name, which is Paul. DoMe More, and Crouch, which is Crouch. That's my Instagram and my Facebook page as well. And so I'm always posting where I'm going, some depressing stuff and stuff like that. I'm always sharing pictures and all that stuff. So it's just, you know, that's my way of getting out there and all that. So, you know, you just go to my social media, Instagram or Facebook, and just look under my boy name and my first drag name and then my last name and then my pictures there.
All right, perfect. So I'll leave that in the video and everything. So
yeah, come check it out.
Will do, for sure. All right, well, DoMe, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. I can't wait to see you guys.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. Drag Queen Bingo with Miss DoMe More. It's going to be great, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you.
Hello, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us. For those stopping by, this is Paul, a part of the Sacramento Rainbow Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Paul.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you for joining or letting us join in. We're looking forward to participating. The Rainbow Chamber of Commerce is a proud participant in the Sacramento community, and we look forward to this event coming up.
No, same. I had my whole family joined in last time, and I'm gonna tell them with even more notice, so maybe we can get some more people.
Super.
let's see. So it's been a year since everything officially shut down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Besides virtual drag queen bingo events, how has the chamber adjusted to all of these operations that you guys have going on?
It's a good question, and the chamber has adjusted like many other organizations. Our executive leader team, our executive director Fred Palmer, and the rest of us on the board have adjusted to more of that virtual format. But we've been able to perform a lot of the functions that we've done. The chamber has, over the years, done a lot of developmental workshops for small businesses, LGBT businesses in the community. So we've been able to continue that kind of work. We've worked in a partnership with the city of Sacramento, the Hispanic Chamber, and the Black Chamber, as well as the Asian Chamber, to continue to develop quarterly and monthly kinds of programs. So we've been able to bring a lot of tools to our members and other members in the community to support small businesses and to support the LGBT business community, as well as the LGBT community. So we've done a lot of partnership things. Even with the COVID, we had to change our programming, but we've been able to do that really kind of thanks to the team that we have and the partnerships we've had.
That's awesome. I didn't know you guys were had the breadth, it's yeah, I mean, when you're banding together with, all these different groups, you guys don't seem so small. Not that you are small, but
it's the power of the minority. So the minority groups power together with all, and then we become the majority. So it's that power of the minorities.
MLK said it right. MLK had it right.
I have to say amen to that for sure.
Yeah.
Yup. And hearing all those amazing things, it's so great. And we obviously do know, as you mentioned, the Rainbow Chamber of Commerce is a huge proponent and sponsor of the LGBTQ plus youth in the Sacramento area. And I was wondering, how much has the chamber grown since 2009? And I am wondering, how much do you project the growth in the coming years? I'm very curious about insights about that.
Well, those are good questions. The Rainbow Chamber, through its sister organization, the Rainbow Foundation, which I'm the president of the Rainbow Foundation, we've been able to, over the years since our formation, provide over $200,000 in community support and over $100,000 in scholarships. So our community support has been through the work of bingo, drag queen bingo, which Do Me More is our host, and a lot of the other community events. That $200,000 goes to lots of different nonprofits, LGBT and other nonprofits within the Sacramento community. And then our foundation runs the scholarship program. And over the years since we formed in 2009, we've been able to award over $100,000 in LGBT scholarships. So we're excited about those kind of things. How do we continue to move forward? The Rainbow Chamber and the Rainbow Foundation led the charge to develop, in partnership with Steve Hansen, the Lavender Heights District, which is the center of town, the 20th and K, heart of Midtown. The crosswalks was part of the Rainbow Chamber and Steve Hansen's community development. The Lavender Heights signs you see there. So that's part of our community engagement. And in this year, in 2020, actually last year, 2020, we established the Small Business Entrepreneur Award, which we've provided $20,000 in grants to small businesses, LGBT or LGBT allied businesses within the Sacramento community, to help pivot, to help new programming, new developmental things, new technology to work through the COVID-19 situation. So we've done those kinds of activities in partnership with our supporters and sponsors and within the community to continue to put tools in hands of those who need.
Love hearing how much you're doing for the community. It's so, I read on your website and it seems so much, and hearing it in person is just so much more impactful. And I'm really excited for everyone to see what exactly the Rainbow Chamber has done for the Sacramento region. I really, truly think it's amazing. And I'm getting really moved hearing this. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. And, Sac State is one of our big partners, and we enjoy working with Sac State and supporting things like the Pride Center. And we've worked with UC Davis and Los Rios and all the different local colleges to support the LGBT community, because we believe that's really where we need to be putting energy, is supporting the LGBT community, as well as partnering with the LGBT Center and Sunburst and all the other projects and all the other groups that are within Sacramento, Stonewall, and there's so many groups. And as we work together, again, minorities come together, we become the majority.
Exactly. Take over, man. Take over. I love the story behind, all of those almost landmarks, that you mentioned, the crosswalk, the overhead sign, it's like, that's how it happens, is the community. It's not anyone else but the community. That's great. That's great.
So we're looking forward to kind of the next journey. What's next in Sacramento? Sacramento is a diverse community, but we're diverse in silos. And so I think our next opportunity, as you asked, what's the next future look like, is how do we diverse together? How do we work into a bigger community together? Instead of the diverse silos, which is, Sacramento's been known as kind of the Midwest of the West Coast. We have that kind of small town community feel. You're laughing, but that's kind of a nickname, right? Sacramento, the tomato town, the Midwest of the coast. But how do we work together to break through the silos so that we're more of an inclusive community, so that we're working together as one? I mean, at the end of the day, what do we want? We want clean water. We want healthy environments. We want places for people to grow, learn, and prosper. So how do we prosper in this beautiful area?
Yes. You were saying about silos. I see that in all aspects, even in the arts, people are stuck. And I love it. This is a great interview. So you have successfully built all of these things. You've helped the community. How does the community help you and what you do for the community?
Those are good questions. So there's a couple of simple things. Like monthly we host bingo. Normally it's been live. We pivoted to an online bingo format. We just did our April one, first Thursdays of every month. The dollars raised in our drag queen bingo go to local community charities. So we partner each month with a different nonprofit. Sac State's been the beneficiary. The Pride Center's been the beneficiary. Lots of other nonprofits within Sacramento have been the beneficiary. They co-host the night. They generate that. That's on a typical night. This past 12 months, since we've gone to a virtual format, it's been some partnerships and then kind of more fluid because of the kind of the fluid nature of it. But we continue to generate dollars. Those dollars that we've raised through bingo over the years have been critical for those services to generate their need, or to generate the next thing. So for instance, Golden Rule is somebody we've partnered with a few times. The dollars they raise help provide the testing and the healthcare services they need to provide to the community. The LGBT Center, the dollars they raise at their bingo night help provide services that they give back to the community. Pride Center help provide tools and services back to your Sac State community. So there's different ways that each one of those nonprofit partners give back, but it's through the participation through bingo. And the chambers ran that bingo program since 2015, and like I said, over $200,000 has gone back into the community since we've done that, all for just a couple of hours of little silly fun. And so we're looking forward to getting that back to live as soon as we can get through the vaccination, as soon as we get our double shots. We can get out there and do that. So that's one way. Another way is helping new businesses, young businesses, entrepreneurs, small businesses, big businesses, any of that, come together. Helping them connect with the chamber, because the chamber provides tools back to them. And that's where we grow. That's how we strengthen each other, is when we work together. So that's the big opportunity. There's new ideas coming out. Yes, it's been a tough year. And yes, some businesses aren't going to make it. Some businesses didn't make it. But guess what comes out of that? New birth, new businesses, new ideas, new opportunities. And so that's where an organization like the Chamber helps fuel that, helps tool that, helps provide that. So we can help people write business plans. We can help connect them to funding. We can help connect them to training and workshops and tools. We can help connect them to staffing, part-time and all of that kind of thing, just by joining a chamber, just by participating in a chamber, one of the partner chambers. So our alliance allows us to do that through the different chambers.
Mhm.
Our chamber is one of those, but there's many others. But we really are a part of that whole community. How do we work together as a whole community?
Yeah, that's awesome. So basically, through your website, it's, a small business owner can search up joining the commerce.
The Rainbow Chamber of Commerce. Yep. RainbowChamberofCommerce.com. Pretty simple
Boom.
website. The nice thing about it is, so we're not just here in Sacramento. So the Rainbow Chamber of Commerce is part of the National Gay Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. And there's 280 chambers across the country that are LGBT chambers. And here in California and on the West Coast, we're part of the Western Business Alliance, which is LGBT chambers throughout the West Coast. And there's 6 of us in the state of California. We partner together, we work together, we have monthly meetings on how we can develop more for the LGBT business community and for those that support the LGBT business community. So it's more than just joining one chamber. You kind of join one chamber and you have access to all of that network.
The spider web. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Totally.
So
It's
awesome.
kind of like being in Stinger Pride, right? You go to Sac State, you connect to the Hornets, you've got all that, you connect with all those Stingers out there, and you grow your network through that. So Stinger Pride is just part of that.
Yes. Yeah.
And coming up in May, May 7th is Big Day Big Bingo, and that's our biggest event of the year. That's where most of us will. Oh, May 6th. May 6th. Oh, whoops! I'm getting coached. May 6th, maybe not. First Thursday in May is Big Day Big Giving, and the Rainbow Chamber partners with the Rainbow Foundation to do Big Bingo, and that's where most of us will dress in drag.
Hey.
So you'll see board members, volunteers, all kinds of people dress in drag. So there's many of us that is our drag debut, and sometimes it's the first and only and last time. And some of us it'll be kind of an annual performance, but it is our opportunity to kind of give that out. And that money there that we raise on Big Day Big Bingo on May 6th goes to the Rainbow Foundation. The foundation uses that to support its scholarships. Last year we gave $15,000 in scholarships, so we're hoping to give $15,000 to $20,000 again this year. So that's our upcoming event.
Amazing.
Hey, you really know a
hype
person.
that up a lot. So we got your back for sure.
Super.
You really know a person when you walk a mile in their pumps, right?
Absolutely. Or try to walk a mile in their pumps.
Right. Or break an ankle, whatever comes up.
Yep.
That's good. Is there anything else that I don't know, you really want Sacramento to know?
The Sacramento, the LGBT community in Sacramento has been an inclusive, supportive community. We have lots of good organizations within Sacramento. I think as we come through this whole past year pandemic, I think it's important that we continue to focus on breaking down the walls of the silos. I think we need to think about, how do we work together? How do we support Black lives, Asian lives, gay lives, all lives? How do we support all of that community to make sure that we meet the needs of the community and we grow? There's no need for us to listen to the national stage and stay in that box. We have an opportunity to do something more here in Sacramento. I think our leadership is ready for that. I think our community, more importantly, needs to push that. So that's what I'd like to see, is us go from the diverse silos to the diverse community that accepts everybody.
Boom. Word.
Truer words were never said. I 100% agree. And hopefully, not hopefully, it will happen.
It will.
Yes.
It will. We just have to have that positive, focused attitude. This is what we can do. Let's get to it. So.
Yes, I've heard a lot about the growth of Sacramento. We're getting more and more landmarks, and even people are coming in, from the Bay, from LA, all these different places. I mean, there's no telling what and when will happen, but I think now is the time to do exactly what you're talking about and build us up, build our identity up as like, hey, we are Sacramento. We care about the people that live here. It's not just about big business. Helping people know that there are people there to care for them, and there's also people for everyone to care for. I agree.
I think the opportunity is here. It's in our hands. The pearl is here for us to harvest. It's just a matter of getting out there and doing it.
It's about to blow up. Tell you what. Oh man.
And with people just like yourselves, with the youngsters like yourself, and I say that in a nice way, but it's the next generation. It's that movement that pushes us all really to move beyond the structures that we've had, move beyond the silos that we've had, and just push us out there and, take that chance. We're not going to break the barriers if we don't take that chance. And this is that opportunity, I think, to take the chance.
Totally. 100%.
And when we get back to doing bingo live and our chamber events live, one of the things that we had on our horizon, we were supposed to launch in 2020, was our BEST, which is a mentorship program with Sac State. So we were partnering students at Sac State with our business members and business leaders on a career kind of mentorship program. And so we had to put all that on hold as we went through this pandemic. It was supposed to launch last March, a year ago in March, and we were going to partner with Sac State. We still will. It's just we had to push all that forward, and now we're trying to work through how do we get this started more likely in August, because it was some one-on-one meetings, some group meetings, and then a few group events so that people could learn how to work together in a business environment at the student level and vice versa. So it was really kind of a shared experience that we were working towards in that partnership. So our BEST program is still on hold, but it's something that we plan on getting squared away so we can actually launch it live next August when you guys start back and hopefully back on campus. So.
Crossing my fingers. That mentorship program sounds amazing and like everything that I would like to get into. So I'm crossing my fingers for sure.
Elysse, do you have anything else?
I personally don't have anything else to ask. I'm really happy with all that I learned today. I'm so excited I will get involved this summer with the Rainbow Chamber of Commerce. So I'll be in contact with you.
We look forward to it.
Yes.
We look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, Paul.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.
Sac State.